go to a speaker from Portugal, Pedro Silva Pereira. He is Vice Chair of the Constitutional Affairs Committee of the European Parliament and Chairman of Res Publica Foundation, which is a Portuguese socialist think tank, and also member of FEPS. He is a former Minister of the Presidency in charge of migration policy. I'm very happy to have you here in the panel. You're the pre-last speaker, so I hope you can give us a good and short intervention, and the floor is yours.
Okay, so I will do it in English to make things easier for most of you. I was asked to speak briefly on migration policy, and I would like to make 3 points. The first one is on the Portuguese migration policy, because I know you are all quite impressed with our progressive agenda regarding the fight against poverty and inequalities, the promotion of growth and job creation, the turn of the page of austerity and sticking with our European commitments. But I think you should know something about the Portuguese progressive policy agenda. In fact, Portugal is a country of migrants, and in the last European barometer, 77% of the Portuguese expressed themselves in favor of the integration of migrants, and the average in the EU was 54%. Portugal is the second in the MIPEX, the most important ranking on integration of migrants. And while Europe was divided on migration, Portugal was adopting a citizenship law in 2006 and then again in 2018. And Portugal became the country where most European foreigners, well, the second one, where the most European foreigners living in our country get access to the citizenship. More than that, Portugal asked to receive more refugees than those foreseen in the quota. As you probably know, our comrade, Antonio Vitorino, is now in the lead of the International Organization for Migration. And the Secretary General of the United Nations, the former High Commissioner for Refugees, is now campaigning as Secretary General for a global pact for migration. So I think you have here a very inspiring progressive agenda also on migration policy. The second message I would like to deliver is on the resolution that we are about to vote, because I think this resolution answers the fundamental political question. And the question is it left turning right on migration? And the answer in this resolution, the answer of this Congress is no, clearly no. And I do hope we stick with that. On the contrary, we defend a positive vision on migration, humanist but also responsible, where we address the 3 pillars of an integrated approach. Cooperation with the countries of origin for development, addressing the root causes of migration, the promotion of channels for legal migration, and the fight against the trafficking of human beings, and finally also an additional investment in the integration of migrants and refugees in the host societies. This is our approach. And the final point I would like to make has to do with the political debate that we are going to face in the context of the next European elections. While we know that migration will be in the center of that debate, my message would be, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of defending our positive vision on migration, our humanist vision on migration. We must denounce the fact that the center-right is being captured by the discourse of the extreme right on migration. We must denounce that and present ourselves ourselves as different. And I'm not sure if we are going to win the elections, nobody is, but I would like to be sure that we are fighting on the right side, meaning that we explain to people that only with solidarity we can face our common problems. Thank you.
So thank you so much, Pedro. It's such a pleasure to be here in Portugal because I think you are really doing great work here in this country and you are an example to many of us. So I really like you talking about these progressive solutions and to have confidence in ourselves. We hope we win. Even if we don't win, we should not jeopardize our own values. And I think it's very, very well said. Thank you so much.